The Chinese court has sentenced a Canadian man to death for drug trafficking in a case which is set to further strain diplomatic relations between those two countries. Robert Schellenberg was found guilty of trying to smuggle more than 200 kilograms of meth into Australia. He has 10 days to appeal. This comes as China protests Canada's arrest of Chinese telecom executive Meng Wanzhou. The US accuses Huawei CFO of violating sanctions against Iran. For more, CNN's Stephen Zhang is live in Beijing. Stephen, it seems Schellenberg's lawyer may actually be planning to appeal. The odds of success in a Chinese court when it comes to allegations of drugs and smuggling are always pretty long. Those odds get even longer, I guess, given the current state of relations between China and Canada.
That's right, John. And given the current state of relations between the two countries, it's probably not surprising to see this verdict because it's such a highly politicized case despite the Chinese government's denial. And that's also why the Canadian government has also reacted very quickly and strongly to this news. Here's what Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau had to say.
It is of extreme concern to us as a government, as it should be to all our international friends and allies, that China has chosen to begin to arbitrarily apply death penalty in cases facing, as in this case, facing a Canadian.
And the key word here is really arbitrarily, because what stands out in this case is the timeline. Schellenberg was actually arrested back in December 2014, and it took almost 4 years for the Chinese court to hand down his first conviction as an accessory to drug smuggling and a sentence of 15 years in prison. But after he appealed that decision last November, all of a sudden his case seems to have become fast-tracked. Now, he had an appeal hearing during which the court sided with the prosecution, who claimed to have uncovered new evidence against him to prove he was a principal offender, not just an accessory. And 2 weeks later, he stood a new trial on Monday yesterday and was quickly convicted and sentenced to death.